Hi, Wandering Woman here with Travel Award Search. Today with some tips and key questions so that you can plan for your search and make it most productive. It's important to think through these questions and how they relate to you. What is your flexibility on these items and what are your priorities so that you've honed in on an award search that will work for you instead of chasing things that won't. The first question is the where. What's your departure city? Where are you targeting to go to? And what are the alternatives? For example, if you want to go to Italy, it may first occur to you to target flights to Rome. But if you don't get good results there, you might also consider flying into Naples or Venice or Florence or Milan. So those are some of the types of alternatives you can consider to get more effective search results. Next is the when. What are the dates that you want to travel? And what's your flexibility or limitations in that? You need to recognize that if you're going to be traveling during high demand periods, like the holidays or spring break, it's probably going to result in a higher mileage cost for those flights. If you have more flexibility and can go somewhere sometime in the fall, then that will open things up for you. But it depends on what, again, works for you and what your priorities are. Next is the how. How do you want to travel? Do you want something like these nice lie flat beds and travel in business or first class? Or would you rather use your miles to travel more and go in economy? Are you willing to make stops along the way, or do you want a direct flight? And along with making stops, what kind of duration are you willing to have? You might be willing to make stops as long as the layover is no more than, say, 3 hours. Framing those limitations and what works for you is very important, especially if you're looking at international flights. And very related to that is the who. Is this a solo trip? Are you going with a significant other, or do you have a horde of family members you're trying to accommodate? Then there's the what. What currencies are you going to use? You probably have points and miles programs directly with the airlines, and that may be where you tend to go first. But also hopefully you have convertible points programs like Chase or American Express. Those can be used for their travel programs, but usually they're more valuable if you transfer them to some of their mileage partners with the different airlines. So it's important to look at those programs and who their travel partners are and who you can transfer to. And we may do a separate video on that point alone. And then the other currency to, of course, consider is money. If flights are very expensive in terms of miles, might you rather pay for them? Or are your miles allowing you to travel and you really need to book flights that are mileage-based rather than money-based? Next is how to track. It's very important to keep track of your results. I find that sometimes I'll be on the computer and just mess around taking a look at flights. And usually that's not very productive because I find that I have to do the searches over again if I'm not keeping track of my results. Of course, there's lots of different ways to do this, and you just need to decide on a way that works for you. I like to take screenshots and drop them into a Word document. My husband likes to use a lot of paper and print out his results. You can make a spreadsheet. You can use paper and pencil. We'd love for your comments on what you find that works as you track your results. So next, key points with Clem, a summary of some of the key points from this video. Thanks for your help, Clem. Ask these key questions, but considering your alternatives and your priorities in evaluating these. First is the where. Where are you going from? Where are you going to? When do you want to go? And how much flexibility is there in your dates? How do you want to go? Do you want to fly business class, economy? Are you willing to make stops? Are you willing to take some time to get there? Who's going with? Is this a single traveler or a whole bunch of people in your family? What currencies are you going to use? What airline points do you have? What convertible currencies do you have? What airlines can those be converted into? And very importantly, how are you going to keep track of your results? It's very easy to get confused as you dig into this a little more, so be sure and keep track of those results. The other thing to be very aware of is the greater your flexibility is, the more search results you will get. At the same time, having a very wide range of flexibility will mean lots of different searches and also increase your search time. So finding the right balance of those two for what you need is very important in making your search. So that's some tips and tricks on award search preparation so that your search is effective and efficient. This is Wandering Woman and Clem with Travel Award Search. We hope you enjoyed the video. We appreciate your comments and questions. We'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. And of course, travel wisely, travel well. Thank you.